Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to another video. As you can tell from the title of today's video, I'm going to be going through my whole palette collection. That's eyeshadow palettes, that's eyebrow palettes, that's blush, everything that I have in my palette drawer. I did a video on my lipsticks last week, so if you want to check out that video, I'll link it down below. But I thought it'd be fun to just go through my palette collection. Also, I'm trying to save money at the minute, and I thought going through the stuff I already have would be a better way of doing this than trying to buy things that are new. So I hope that's okay with you guys. Let me know if it is. Obviously, I am trying to save, so it probably won't make any difference if it's not. But I thought it'd be fun to just go through my palette collection and just see what I can actually do. So if you want to see what I have in my palette collection, then just keep on watching. Okay, so to begin with, I have two Too Faced palettes. I did have three. I think I threw the last one away because it did break. I have the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbon palette, which I haven't used in ages and it looks hardly touched. I actually need to start using some of these. It just smells so good, but I am on a diet at the minute, so this is probably going to drive me crazy with the smell of chocolate. But the colours in here are amazing and I do need to start doing some looks. So definitely start working through this. I then have the Chocolate Gold palette, which I wanted for ages, and I went to the IMATs last year with my mum and she picked it up for me and then I paid her back. And this is just full of glitters and shimmers and just gorgeous pigments. So I definitely need to start doing something with these again, because I did for quite a while. I was using loads of them and then I started to just use dull colours, let's say. So I need to start getting back into those really bright, really funky makeup looks. So definitely going to be seeing this on my channel. This will be quite a quick video, by the way. It's just going to be a case of me going through everything I've got, hopefully not doubling up. So I'm going to have to like move everything out of the way. Otherwise I will show you like the same palette 3 times. I then have the Naked Cherry palette, which I've only used once, and that was in a review video on this channel. And I really enjoyed using it, and I just haven't reached for it again because it's in the bottom of my drawer. I really do need to like sort everything out because I have quite a few palettes here that I have never touched, or I've touched once and haven't used again. So definitely want to be using this at some point. This would make such a cool sort of festival look. I think this would be perfect. So hopefully that will be on my channel soon. This is just giving me loads of inspiration, which is kind of why I wanted to do it. But then I wanted to do it with you guys because I thought it'd be fun to see what I have hoarded since I started buying makeup. I then have this NYX palette, which I was going to fill up, and it literally has 2 shadows in. This pink one, which is gorgeous, and then this sort of brownie. It's sort of got different colours in. That pink is from the palette above. It's sort of browny, purpley, iridescent shade. But yeah, I just never filled it up, so maybe I need to actually do that at some point. I then have this palette, which my best friend got me for my birthday one year, because it's so me. It is such a me palette, and I've never used Kiko, which is what this is. This is Kiko Milano palette, and it's such a me palette, but I've never used it, and I really want to. It kind of looks like when you get makeup as a child, like that toy makeup, because it's just so like perfect. It just looks printed on. Like, these colours are gorgeous. So maybe I need to do a Kiko review and use this palette in something. I think that would be a really cool idea. I could definitely use this palette. Oh, I love the mirror. Look how big that mirror is. I can see my full face in that mirror. So, ow, just pinched my finger. But yeah, definitely need to use that. This is when I had an obsession with NYX, and when I was at McDonald's I used to do massive online orders of NYX. That's why I've got so many NYX lipsticks, and then I used quite a few NYX products back in the day. I have this NYX Beauty School Dropout. It's like a book, and again, it's still got all the like film on it, and I've just never opened it. Like, I haven't even taken this bit off, and I'm not too sure why. I don't know whether it's because it's not quite a me palette. It's not got colours that I'd use. But I'm pretty sure I could figure out a use for this. Whether it goes to someone else or whether I just use it day to day. I'm not too sure, but that's in my collection. Do let me know if you want to see any reviews on these palettes, if you're thinking about buying any. I have done a few reviews on these palettes, and the ones that I have done I will link down below so you can check that out. I've then got the Zulu palettes by Juvia's Place. This palette is absolutely my favourite palette that I own. I love the colours. I want to do a festival look with these shades. I'm going to hopefully do quite a few festival looks coming up. But yeah, I love these shades, especially this green. I don't know why, I'm not a green person, but that green is gorgeous. I think that's so funky. Have it like a little inner corner highlight and just have like green eyes. I just think that's so awesome. And this yellow is the best yellow I've ever used. Perfect. I want to get some more of the Zulu, the Juvia's Place palettes, because I do really like them. And they're really big pan sizes. And for the price, big bonus. I've also done a review on this palette as well, so I will link that down below. There will be a lot linked down below, so go check it out. I also have a Kat Von D Pastel Goss palette, which I don't actually think I've used. I think I might have used it once. It looks like this. The reason I haven't used this is I find it very difficult because I like really deep colours, and having pastel colours, they're very faint. Mind you, that yellow is gorgeous. So I just need to try and figure out an eye look that I could use this on, something really pastel-y. But I love the packaging. I buy some of these things just for the packaging. So yeah, I do really like that. Definitely need to try it out. I then have a BH Cosmetics first edition 120 colour eyeshadow palette. This was the first proper palette I bought. I bought this at McDonald's, a bit like the rest of the stuff. And it was really cheap, and I was like, oh my god, those colours are amazing. So I have used quite a few of them. It looks like this, and then basically you lift it out. And then you've got pinks and everything underneath. You can see I've actually used some of the shadows. The reason I stopped using this is because they're all like baked pigments and they're all shimmer. There's not a single... I thought there was like a few mattes in here. There's not a single matte shadow in this eyeshadow palette, which is really annoying, but the shimmers are really good. There's quite a bit of fallout, but they are really, really nice. See, that blue is gorgeous. I'm just like putting everything on with my hands. But yeah, there's also these really weird colours. There's like this orange, this red one up here. If you can see it. That's got green in it, and then an orange one with red, and then just, it's just a bit odd. Like, I'm not too sure how you would use that colour. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with that palette, because I've stopped using it. I haven't used it in, I'd say, a good year. I then have another BH Cosmetics palette. This one I use more for special effects makeup, because it does have all the bright colours, but doesn't quite have the pigment. Oh, and the lid's actually broken. It looks like this. I have kind of like dug at it a little bit. This white one up here I have used quite a few times on my special effects makeup. So if I have anything with white on it, I will go over it with that. But yeah, I think that might actually go in my special effects drawer. It's not something I would use because the palettes are a little bit sort of dull. But I do like BH Cosmetics. Then moving on to my more like expensive stuff. I have my Ruby Obsessions palette that I love. I want all of the Huda Beauty palettes that are like this. They're so tiny. I think this is perfect for like if you're going traveling or anything like that, because you can do so many looks with just one palette, and it's got so many shimmers, darks, lights. It's, oh, I just want to eat this palette up. I absolutely love this palette. Highly recommend it. It's a little bit on the pricey side, but if you want a good palette, definitely, they have the perfect colours. I then have my MAC palette that Callum got me that I really need to like clean and redo and get some of the colours again. But I absolutely love this palette. I haven't used it in a while just because the colours that I did use a lot have actually run out. But the rest of the colours are obviously absolutely fine. I just need to use it again. There's no excuse. I just have too many palettes. And I know it's a really weird thing to say because I want to buy more palettes. I want to buy so many palettes. But then I'm like, what about the ones that I haven't used? But this is very, 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 very expensive. So I do need to put some new ones in. I really like the clear lids so you can see everything that's in there. I would love one that just has eyeshadows, which I could have done, but that would have cost even more. So yeah, I really like that. I don't know why I'm saying I really like that. It's mine. I then have the Obsessions by, I think this is a Revolution palette. Yeah, it's by Revolution Beauty, and this is the Love Every Shade. So this is a very sort of smoky eye. So this is like a natural smoky eye palette. I think this came free when I bought some of their products. And I think if I had bought it, it was like £3, which is really good. And these shadows are actually amazing, like these shimmers. This one right here. This shade right here called Thrill is gorgeous. You just put a bit of Unique and Zeal in the crease and put Thrill in the middle. You're set. It is gorgeous. This palette really works. If you're just starting out, I would highly, highly recommend. I will do like a drugstore starter kit at some point. I think that'd be a really fun video to film and to just experience. So I will definitely do that at some point. I then have the Zoella X Colourpop collection palette. This is the Brunch Date palette. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous colours. Use this a lot. I have used this in my last couple of videos. This blue shade down here is amazing on the bottom lash line. And it's just something that you could just put in your bag when you're travelling. It's so thin and skinny. Got the perfect mirror at the top. Nice size. You could just do every makeup look with this and have a different look every day. Absolutely love it. It'll probably be going to Scotland with me because I'm going there in 10 days. Not 10 days. For 10 days in about a month. I'm so excited. So I'll definitely be like vlogging that and everything for you guys. But these palettes will be coming along with me, so it'll be like some vlog days. I think that'd be really fun. But yeah, really good palette. I think it is a limited edition, so once it's gone, it's gone. If you do want to get this palette, get it if you can. So good. I then have my infamous Tarte palette, which I don't actually know how I got this in the end. I think it came as like a tester in one of my orders that I did, but this blush is my favourite blush. I definitely need to find a new blush. I keep saying that in every single video, but now that I'm saving money and I can't buy any more makeup at the minute, I'm sticking with this blush and the blush in my MAC palette, and maybe I'll find another blush from somewhere, but love this. I then have my infamous Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, which I definitely need to get refills for because 4 of them have like hit pan. But I use this in every single look. Like I've used it today. I use it for every single look. I don't think there's a single day since I bought it that I haven't used it. This shade under the eye is gorgeous. That's the Kat Von D palette. I have so many palettes. I don't actually know what I'm saying. I'm just rambling. So I hope this video is okay. Who knows? This palette I haven't used apart from the top one. This is the Too Faced Christmas Tree palette. So this is the one that I have been using a lot, this highlighter shade. Oh look, there's another blush there. So I'll try that out. And then in this one, you've got some eyeshadows, which are gorgeous, like smoky shadows to do a brown smoky eye. And then in this one, you have glitters. And I'm pretty sure this one here in the middle, which is the one that I've used like the most. This is called Unicorn Tears, and it is a gorgeous shade. And again, I need to play around with this. I need to do some more like fun, wacky makeup looks instead of just this or a brown smoky eye. I definitely need to work on my wacky stuff. I then have another Kat Von D palette, and this is the Kat Von D Lolita palette, which is gorgeous. You can tell I really like my reds and my purples and my pinks. They are definitely the ones that I go for the most. Again, this would be perfect for a festival look. to do that really sexy, smoky, pinky eye. It's vegan as well, I didn't realise that. This is a vegan palette, which is perfect. They are very, very, very pigmented. And they all work together, which is brilliant. I then have another Obsessions palette. Now this is the Belle Jordan palette. And it looks like this. I think I did use it, but I think I found that the shadows weren't as pigmented as I thought. And they just feel a bit like, you know when you used to have paint that you got in like a box and it used to come with like a black topped brush and it just felt like powdery but like hard underneath? That's exactly what these feel like. They feel like powder paint. That's what they're called, powder paints, like watercolours. So I don't know whether I'm actually going to keep this or whether I'm going to give it to someone else. It's got a really nice mirror in it. This shade here, I need to get a clean finger. Oh, this Glow Baby shade is like the perfect highlighter. I then have this palette that my brother and his girlfriend got me for my birthday that I haven't used yet. This is the Dollywood Boutique palette. And this looks a lot like the Morphe 35B palette. It looks almost identical. It's called the 35E. So very close. I think this is definitely a dupe for the 35B palette. I haven't used this yet, so I can't make a comment on it. It does have like a slightly odd smell when you open it, but I would definitely be trying this at some point. So I can't really say much else about that. I then have the real 35B palette by Morphe here, which, as you guys know, I am obsessed with. If I show you them next to each other, it isn't like 100% a dupe, but it's close enough. So this is the 35E and this is the Morphe 35B. Pretty close with how sort of it's all laid out. They've definitely tried to copy it. 100%. So yeah, I absolutely love the 35B palette. As you guys know, I use it, or used to use it, in all of my videos. All of my looks would have it. There wasn't a single one that didn't. So yeah, 100% would recommend to get this if you really like colour. I then have another BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. This is the Smoky Eyes 28 colour eyeshadow palette. And it looks like this. Again, I haven't really used it. It's got some really gorgeous shimmers in it. And I definitely need to use more of all these shades. But yeah, BH Cosmetics. I do like BH Cosmetics. There is another palette that I've just bought out that I really want to get. And obviously I can't because I can't buy any makeup at the minute. I then have the Morphe 35W palette. This is the sort of warmer shades. Obviously I use this one for my eyebrows, but this is like the perfect palette for your everyday glam girl who just wants a bit of colour in her crease, or for that perfect brown smoky eye. This is definitely the palette for you. This is the Morphe 35W. And finally, I know this is a bit controversial and I shouldn't really be talking about him on my channel because of all the drama that's going on, but I do like his palette, and that is the James Charles X Morphe palette, or Morphe X James Charles palette. Absolutely love this palette. This is the palette. It's got some gorgeous shades in it. They are amazing. This shade here called Sister is the perfect highlighter. It's what I'm wearing today. It's very like natural and glowy. This yellow is amazing. The oranges and the reds for like a sunset eye. The pink, gorgeous. I definitely need to use more of it. The white, I haven't quite used the white yet, but that would look so cool on like the inner corner to open up your eyes. And I definitely need to play with this a bit more. Obviously, I haven't done a review on my channel. I feel like it's a complete wrong time to do it at the minute with everything that's going on, all the drama around it. So I'll probably leave it for a little while and then I might do a review on it or do a video on the palette. Okay guys, so we have reached the end of the video. We have gone through every single palette I have in my drawer, which might not seem a lot to some of you, but when you go through it and you look at it all, it does feel a lot. I have definitely got some more palettes to do some looks on. I've definitely got to do some more creative looks on this channel do some more festival looks, some more bright colours, wacky colours, and maybe get Callum on here to do my makeup again. If you want to see that, give this video a big thumbs up, comment below anything else you want to see, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos, and join our growing subscribers on this channel. We are now at 55 subscribers. And if we reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year, I will do some wacky videos, something really crazy, because that is my big goal at the minute, is to reach that target. Don't forget to check out the videos in my description box of some of the reviews on these palettes. And I will see you in my next video. I try and upload Wednesday, Friday and Sunday, so hopefully you don't miss a video. Don't forget to follow me on social media, because that is where I let you know when I have uploaded. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!